After Terence Crawford's dominant victory in the mega fight of this era, which is Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford, everybody started talking and asking, is Terence Crawford one of the greatest ever? Could he end up retiring undefeated, passing Floyd's record, and being one of the greatest fighters ever? And that performance definitely put him on the right foot toward that direction. But I wanted to look at Floyd Mayweather, who is possibly the greatest fighter ever and was the greatest fighter, hands down, of the era right before him. I want to compare Floyd versus Terence Bud Crawford. They both fought it at 147. This, in real life, if the eras aligned, could have been a matchup that could have realistically happened. And who would have won? Now, I don't like making these predictions until a fighter's career is fully over because we don't know which direction Crawford's career can go. Looks like it's going to just keep going up, but you never know. So I like waiting until fighters retired. But I want to compare the two fighters here. Look at sparring. Now, guys, I use sparring clips because I cannot use fights. If I use fights, the major networks will flag it and they'll remove it, and YouTube will also flag me and they'll take it down. So I like using sparring clips. But don't forget, sparring, I say this all the time, you see so much more in sparring than you could ever imagine. Yeah, sometimes guys are just working, but a lot of times you get a real feel for a fighter's style and their mistakes and what they do right and their defense and everything. So let's check out these two clips of Floyd sparring in his prime and Bud sparring in his prime, and let's see what we get. All right, so here you see Floyd with the blue gloves and his opponent with the black gloves. There, Floyd just throws a pole counter that misses. His opponent is jabbing. Floyd is keeping his distance. There is a classic waist movement with Floyd that gets him out of the way, and then he spins out. So Floyd seems to be very defensive-minded right now. Seems like Floyd's making little noises. Ooh, nice pole counter to getting ahead of his opponent. There is a classic shoulder roll, Philly shell, whatever you want to call it. The Floyd roll eludes both punches. Now Floyd's tying him up. He's talking. This was one of Floyd's few open sparring sessions that he allowed the media in there. So he's definitely showing out. He wants to leave a good mark. So now Floyd puts up the earmuffs. He's inviting his opponent to throw it. He's still making these noises. He's trying to kind of chastise his opponent. Oh, there he goes. He dips out. Classic Floyd defense with the low waist movement where he goes all the way down. Beautifully done. Ooh, there's a nice counter, and now Floyd's clowning him again. You know, I'm not a fan of this clowning your opponent so much. Every now and then it's you need to do it to get in their head, but Floyd seems to just do it even when it's not necessary sometimes, when he's dominating. Right, so Floyd is very defensive now. He's letting his opponent get off. He's just making him miss. I mean, this is getting in his head enough, doing it this way. He doesn't, I don't know if all the other stuff's necessary, but whatever. Floyd's Floyd. He made all the money and the fame for a reason, so I guess it works. There he is, beautiful defense. There's a nice jab. Now he hit him and he's talking. Beautiful jab. Another beautiful jab. Now he's moving around. And now he's waiting for his opponent to throw. He has the earmuff defense on. Now he gets caught with a jab. And he's eluding all the other. So he's not doing much offense right now. There's a nice jab by Floyd. Ooh, nice lead left hook, which lands beautifully. All right, now he's on the ropes, hits him with a nice uppercut. His opponent is missing most of his shots. So now Floyd has that great defense where his shoulder's catching most of the punches, and then his right hand's catching any left hooks that come in. And he's able to swat away jabs with his right hand too. Just kind of parry them, push them off. Okay, there's a jab there to the body. And Floyd now is starting to walk his opponent down. Ooh, nice jab there. He just goes right there after he lands the jab. All right, now he's starting to talk to him again. Ooh, nice pull counter. So Floyd blocks the jab and throws a straight right counter, just does it twice. Now he's blocking, punches with his hand. Now he's doing some weird hand motion, kind of like what Zab did when Zab fought Floyd, as a matter of fact. Kind of throws the eyes off when a fighter does that. That's what that's for. And it's just a little like you're starting to feel yourself, a little bravado. Ooh, nice. So Floyd now starting to land that counter over the jab. consistently. So now Floyd is starting to walk forward. You see the momentum. Ooh, nice 1-2. So now he's starting to walk forward. The momentum changed. He had his opponent thinking he's gonna be retreating. Now he's walking forward. So he's really switching up the style, switching up what he's doing. All right. So now it's over. The opponent throws a lead left hook and misses, and Floyd yelled, "Hell no!" Ooh, nice jab. He says, "Take that." He hits him with the jab. Says, "Take that." So now Floyd's really starting to put it on him, and completely in a style shift. Now they're in the clinch. He's saying, "Hell no!" He's talking to him. He's getting in his head. There he says something about Pacquiao. Not really sure. Most people don't talk that much when they're sparring or fighting because, believe it or not, it takes out of you, takes some energy out of you to talk. Anybody ever tried jogging, for example, and talking to somebody while you're running? It's harder to do. But Floyd is such impeccable shape. It's okay. There's a nice jab lands by his opponent. Another jab. So a couple of those did land, even though Floyd's saying hell no. So he's trying to basically erase whatever his opponent actually did achieve. He's erasing that. Ooh, nice counter hook. Nice straight right. He's really starting to pick his opponent apart, and there he is blocking the opponent's jabs with his forearms. Beautiful work by Floyd. Now Floyd's chasing him down, coming at him. And now he tells the opponent, "You better not throw that." He's really getting in his head. Now his opponent's retreating the whole way. And Floyd's hitting him with nice jabs. So now the guys are yelling no holding in the doghouse because the guy's trying to hold. They say you gotta work. So Floyd's doghouse sparring is notorious. Ooh, nice 1-2 by Floyd. Jab to the body. That jab to the body sets up so much for Floyd over the years. It's a beautiful, highly underrated, underused punch in boxing. The jab to the body not only knocks the wind out of you, but it sets up so many more punches, mostly to the head. The doghouse sessions were known to go 5-6 rounds, no breaks, and no holding allowed. It was like jailhouse stuff. Ooh, nice shot. His opponent lands a shot, but Floyd counters. Ooh, Floyd's countering him nice, working off the ropes. That's very rare that a fighter can work that well with their back off the ropes and land so many shots. All right, and that ends the sparring for Floyd. All right, there's Bud, get ready to start sparring here. He's here in NYC, in my hometown. He's at Gleason's gym. There's Bomac right behind him. They're about to get it in now, get this work. All right, so there's Bud, obviously wearing the green camo. So now Bud starts off, he's fighting orthodox. He's fighting traditional, not southpaw, but orthodox. Landing jabs, he seems to be pressuring his opponent. He's heavy on the front foot right now. Bud, ooh, nice. Heavy on the front foot, and he's basically stalking his opponent. His opponent circling away. Nice couple body shots by his opponent. Bud's still coming at him. Nice jab by his opponent. Nice right hand by his opponent. So Bud is now not so heavy on the front foot anymore. Looks like now he's not stalking, but he's more boxing. He sticks his tongue out. Bud's staying in range. Nice lead straight right by Bud. Now he has the opponent on the ropes. Ooh, nice uppercut by his opponent. Bud sticks his tongue right out as soon as he gets hit. So that's kind of his version. Floyd yells hell no, Bud sticks his tongue out. But similar. So Bud's also now trying to get in his head, letting him know, nah, whatever you hit me with doesn't matter. So Bud is also employing the mental games, but not nearly as flamboyant and as obvious as Floyd's are. So now they're just in chest to chest. There's not much going on. His opponent doesn't seem to have too much pop, so Bud does not seem worried about it at all. Ooh, there's a nice left hook off the ropes. Now Bud's showing his back to the ropes game. He's letting his opponent see, oh, there's a short little uppercut, short little straight right, short little left hook. So Bud, there we go. Bud is known. I did a video on this showing these beautiful short shots. Believe it or not, they get a lot of leverage in them. They might not look the hardest right here, but those are powerful. Ooh, nice right hand by his opponent, and then Bud counters him. All right, now Bud again is throwing straight right, back to the ropes. Ooh, a couple body shots that seem to hit Bud's elbows, not really land the target, but still. So Bud's not being very offensive right now. Seems like he's trying to just feel out what his opponent has. He's downloading information, which Floyd also did in the beginning. All right, now Bud seems to be more front foot heavy, and now Bud is coming at him. He has his hand by his waist. So this is, doing that means something. It's shifting the energy as well. He's changing. Ooh, nice 1-2. So he went down to the body with the jab and up top with the straight right. He did it. Ooh, nice. Pull counter. Double pull counter. Double pull up, and now Bud just turned southpaw. And it looks like he's definitely heavier even now on the front foot than before as a southpaw. And he has a nice wide stance, almost like a karate, like a Bruce Lee stance. So this means he's trying to really dig down and throw power. So now his opponent's holding, so he must have felt a couple things he didn't like. All right, so now Bud again, hands down by the waist. This really it says something mentally, like, I'm not scared of you and I'm coming at you. You'd be surprised how much body language plays a part when you're fighting, and how it changes you and the opponent's mind frame, energy levels. Ooh, nice counters by Bud. So Bud now is standing in the middle of the ring, and he's willing to exchange, and he's doing a lot of waist movement. So he's throwing and pulling back and coming forward. Whereas Floyd Mayweather ducks a lot at the waist completely, Bud does a lot of pullbacks. He does more subtle waist movements, a few inches back. And he keeps his head backwards. All right, so Bud's jabbing. Ooh, nice straight left to the body by Bud. He threw up top and then went down to the body. Now he's jabbing, so he really has his opponent retreating. You hear the shots. Bud's shots are very thumping. He's following him. Ooh, nice defense. Again, with that slight pull shift at the waist, he's able to elude a punch. Now Bud's, again, he's stalking him, heavy on the front foot. Nice jab, double jab. Again, the energy is very, very aggressive, almost like a bounty hunter. Ooh, nice. He has one on the ropes. Hard uppercut, which you just saw the thump in it. Ooh, nice. Another straight left to the body by Bud. And he's throwing it. Look at the distance he's keeping, because he has that front, those legs so wide. All right, and that concludes that spar. All right, so one thing we saw between both guys, which is a common denominator, which is the mind games, the intimidation. Both guys made sure to get in their opponents' heads. Floyd did it with just outright talking and flamboyant and being boisterous and just snapping on the guy and just playing him out and everything he could do, really trying to degrade him. Now, while some people don't like that tactic, it does work, especially when you're backing it up. So what Floyd did was Floyd started off, he's not landing that many punches, right? And especially Money Mayweather. Pretty boy Floyd would just obliterate people with speed and power. Money was more pot shots. And that alone wouldn't necessarily knock out an opponent's confidence, but the fact that you're mixing a few pot shots here and there with him getting in the opponent's head and being like, boom, 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 yeah, here, I could do this anytime I want. Look at this mistake you just made. Look at this mistake you just made. Check out the speed I got. I could land this when I want. You can't hit. Oh, the fact that he combines the pot shots, accurate pot shots, consistent accurate pot shots with the mental warfare makes him very hard to beat and makes him really dominate his opponents in and out. Floyd had great defense. Floyd obviously does the very low waist movement and around, and he does that Philly shell or the Floyd roll. And Floyd is just a master in the ring. He has so much experience. Now, when you look at Bud Crawford, Terence also played the mind games, but he would do more subtle things like stick his tongue out or smile. That's a big one. And trust me, guys, there's something pretty deflating. I know this from experience, from being in there with somebody who you hit with your hardest shots and they just smile at you. And they're still coming and they have their own power. One of the biggest differences we saw is the power. Bud Crawford's shots made his opponent's bodies just shake. You saw the physical power, and you saw the physics actually landing, and it's just a harder punch. He throws shorter shots. Floyd Mayweather's shots actually are pretty short too, though. He does not throw looping punches, but his punches obviously lack the steam, the power that Bud's do. So that's a huge difference. Defensively, Floyd expends a lot more energy with his defense, and he's also more like a cat. He's more quick-like, in and out. He makes big steps in and out. But he doesn't get tired because Floyd's always been in tremendous shape. Bud Crawford is a lot more energy efficient with his defense. He just moves a few inches back. He just takes a step to the side. He's very efficient. And what they both did was they both let the opponents think that they're chasing them down and that they're retreating, and then they just flipped the energy in the script. Both of them did that. They went from retreating to then going on the front foot. Terence went on the front foot, and Terence had a much wider stance than Floyd. And Floyd just started going forward, putting up the earmuffs and going forward. But both tactics really break down an opponent, breaks down them mentally and makes them tired. When you're constantly retreating from somebody who's chasing you down and who you can't hit, that makes you tired. So there's a lot of similarities between Floyd and Terence Bud Crawford, but I want to know what you guys think. If Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather fought in their primes at 147 pounds, who do you think would win? Tell me in the comments.